He wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. A new video every week for Pokemon Month. He will make your brain explode with all of his useless facts. And with his trusty Pikachu, they'll kick your butt.
Pokemon, gotta watch 'em
It's him
all.
and him. He makes videos by himself.
Pokemon,
Oh, he's all alone with just his Pokemon.
Pokemon,
Oh, he's pretty obsessed, but at least he's well dressed. He'll teach you about this game that he loves.
time to learn some stuff.
About Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Hello everyone and welcome to Pokemonth 2017. This is the month in which I choose to celebrate my love for Pokemon because I play a lot of it. Anyway, since last Pokemonth, Pokemon Sun and Moon have been announced and released, and I can honestly say they are absolutely amazing. So, to celebrate this addition to the Pokemon universe, I thought it'd be fun to start off Pokemonth 2017 by breaking down my favorite Generation 7 Pokemon. So, without further ado, on to the show. So I know a lot of people were pretty quick to crap all over Popplio after the starter reveal trailer, but I don't really get that. Popplio is, I guess, the worst compared to the other two starters, but I think the design is still pretty solid. It left a lot open with no clear idea as to what it could eventually turn into, which gives a lot of mystery to the line. Then Brionne, or whatever it's called, came out, and I got on board with the hate because that thing is just not attractive. Frankly, I find it downright ugly. But then, the final evolution reveal trailer came out, and we got Primarina. Give you some nice cap to the evolutionary line. Overall, the design is solid, and it manages to have a lot going on without being too busy. Primarina is just plain cool to look at, but added to its awesomeness is a sweet new fairy type. With fairies being so new to the Pokemon universe in general, it's pretty cool we got a fairy type starter right off the bat. For almost as long as I've been playing Pokemon, I've liked grass-type Pokemon. As someone who always picks the fire-type starter when playing these games, having a grass-type can be really helpful to take out any of the rock, ground, and water types that always plague my experience. Playing Pokemon Sun and Moon, I was on the search for a brand new grass-type. One of the Pokemon I closely considered was Zarina. When the trailers were coming out, I thought Bounsweet was alright, and when it evolved into Steenee, I was on board. Then I saw Zarina, and I have to say, I was more than a little intrigued. It's got a really solid design that reminds you it is not to be messed with or it will drop kick you into next week. Combine that with its pretty decent attack stat and it is a force to be reckoned with. That's why it gets a slot on the list. Speaking of cool grass type Pokemon, Lurantis also makes the list. The only reason I picked it above Zarina is because this is the grass type I actually used throughout the playthrough. I only really used it because I didn't want to wait to catch a Bounsweet that didn't have a nickname like the one you get from the NPC trainer. Besides, Lurantis has a really rad design. It's something that's simple and elegant. It's the kind of Pokemon you'd expect to give you plenty of trouble if you ran into it pretty early in the game. In fact, Lurantis gave me a ton of trouble during the Totem battle during the grass type trial in Lush Jungle. I had the fire-type starter Torracat and everything, and I still only barely won during my first playthrough. I've never been a huge fan of most of the early game bug Pokemon. For the most part, they just ended up being too weak to use later in the game, or just not very versatile. Vikavolt, however, is a different story. For one thing, as I mentioned earlier, I always need Pokemon to keep water types from absolutely destroying my fire type starters. And Vikavolt's electric type made it a prime candidate. Plus, for an early game bug, this thing is very powerful. Similar to Lurantis, the Totem Vikavolt in the electric type trial was incredibly difficult to take out even with my starter's type advantage. It also has one of my favorite designs overall of any of the new Pokemon. I can just see this thing building up a giant ball of energy in between its mandibles and firing it at an enemy. It just so rad to think about. When the trailers for Sun and Moon were being released, there was one Pokemon I was really on the fence about. Type Null. It's just so weird. It has a weird name, it has a weird design, and we knew absolutely nothing about it and where it came from. And when we saw its evolution Silvally, we got even more questions. But then I actually played the game, and I got the full scoop on the two. I can now say they're among my favorite Pokemon. Once you know the story behind them, you know that they're so simple yet complex, and it's that oxymoron that makes them so cool. And in addition to their own creation, Type Null and Silvally are directly tied into one of my favorite side characters in all of Pokemon, Gladion. I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't played the game yet, but just learning about these two and watching them grow as trainer and Pokemon was an absolute thrill throughout the whole game. Similar to Type Null, I wasn't sold on Mimikyu when I first saw it. It looks a lot like a bootleg Pikachu after all. Then I read its information and my heart, I'm feeling. If you aren't aware of it by now, the reason Mimikyu wears that ridiculous Pikachu cosplay is because it just wants to be loved like Pikachu. Oh, it's enough to freaking melt your heart. Plus, it has a really awesome typing. Ghost and Fairy are two types I rarely get to use due to how out of the way they usually are, but Mimikyu combines the two into one neat little Pokemon package. I consider it one of the greatest injustices in Pokemon that Mimikyu didn't get an evolution, because if it did, I'd have one on my team in every single playthrough. Hey, would you look at that, another starter Pokemon. But for real, Decidueye earns its spot on the list. I think I can speak for all of us when I was saying that finding out Decidueye lost a flying type for Ghost was not only surprising, but also very welcome. The Ghost type makes all three of these starters the most diverse when it comes to secondary types, and Decidueye is just plain awesome. I mean, my love for it probably has no relation whatsoever to its remarkable resemblance to one of my favorite superheroes, the Green Arrow. I don't even really know how to come to that conclusion. Okay, it definitely is, but I still think this is an amazing Pokemon. Plus it has that really cool hoodie that I would pay good money to have one in real life. I've used a lot of fighting type Pokemon in my days as a Pokemon master. Most of them ended up being my starter Pokemon because, as I'm sure you know, we got 3 straight fighting type fire starters. But this generation we didn't have another fighting starter, so I needed something to fill that coverage on my team. One of the prime candidates I considered was Beware. I mean, the thing is adorable yet murderous, and I love to be able to describe absolutely anything like that. It shows its affection by hugging things, but its own strength makes it accidentally crush them, and I love it. Plus the design reminds me of a giant teddy bear, which is what they're going for, and I just want to hug it, even though it will most definitely crush my spine and likely kill me. When the trailers were coming out, I was paying close attention for Pokemon I wanted to be on my team. Then I saw a little guy by the name of Wimpod. Frankly, it looked pathetic, which is kind of the point, but I was curious nonetheless. I needed a water type, and a bug could definitely help take out any dark or psychic types that I run into. So when the game came out, I captured a Wimpod the first chance I got, and boy was this thing hard to train. Its ability makes it switch out whenever it drops under half, and it's not like the thing's a tank. Plus it only has 2 moves naturally, Struggle Bug and Sand Attack, neither of which are that useful. But then I got the thing to level 30 and my efforts were rewarded with the mighty Golisopod. This thing is amazing. Its brute strength combined with its first impression move is absolutely deadly. Plus it's the main Pokemon of my favorite evil team boss ever, Guzma. Basically what I'm saying is Golisopod is your boy. I absolutely hate myself for saying that. I could not put my best teammate through all of Sun and Moon on this list. Incineroar was by my side throughout the whole game. He became my most powerful ally, and yes, I did put all 3 starters on the list because all 3 of them are worth it. But what put Incineroar over the top for me is 1, I always go with the fire type starter in my various playthroughs of Pokemon, and 2 is my favorite design and secondary type of all the starters. I almost never get to use dark types because there really aren't that many available in most games. So getting to start off with one is really sweet, and I love the rest of the design. It conveys everything you need to know about the Pokemon. It's strong and it will wreck you with its brute strength. Plus, its signature move and Z move are incredible. Darkest Lariat totally reminds me of Final Fight, and it saved my rear more times than I can count. And plus, every time I use Malicious Moon Salt, I can't help but say,
and his name is John C.
Hey guys, thanks for watching and welcome back to Pokemon 2017. So, as usual, subscribe for more content, and liking and sharing this with those you think will enjoy it means a lot. And if you want to see more of my stuff, you can click on screen to check out one of the videos I did last Pokemon, or if you're done with Pokemon for the day, might I suggest my review of Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Fun game, fun video. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoy Pokemon 2017, and until next time, goodbye.